All right, guys. Why is Asura on the path to be the greatest DPS for like the next year in Raid and Rebirth? So let me go ahead and talk about why Asura is going to be the greatest DPS for a while, as well as why Ranger is good. All right. So for those of you who do not know, Zodiac Boss 15 released probably for you or is releasing for you guys very soon. It was this week for RR1, RR6, I believe, got it today. Um and then other servers will probably be getting it in the coming month or 2 months, depending on how far behind you are. From Zodiac Boss 15, 16, and 17, which levels 85, 90, 95 to 99, there will be transform damage resistance. What this means is your damage done in transforms. You guys know how when you transform, you do big burst damage? That goes away. You will now be doing less than your base character damage in Zod and yeah, just in Zod right now. I'm not for Misty. It doesn't feel like it. I'll be honest. In the past, Misty did have it too, but I don't know if they're gonna add it or not. The Misty is kind of like changed completely nowadays. But in Zod, basically, you won't be doing much damage if you're just a transform based class. So this means if you're playing like a Pyromancer or a Frostweaver, you're gonna be automatically weaker than like an Asura or a Ranger. Now, what makes Ranger so good as well? Oh my gosh! Oops, that was kind of like a jump scare. Oops. Anyways, what makes Ranger so good as well? Well, Ranger has two good things. They have Fairy Arrow, which is like 2400%, probably more, like 2400% plus 480% is like almost 3K, and then at max levels can be like 3K%. So you have a 3K% skill, along with the fact that Fairy Sanctuary heals you. Yes, it heals you. If you guys watch like my old videos, very long time ago, I was able to solo Zode 15 on a Ranger above all, rather than all other classes because Ranger's Fairy Sanctuary Awakening healing you is broken. Um, so yeah, Fairy Sanctuary and Fairy Arrow are just great in PvE, as well as the fact that you can use the Tornado for a little bit of extra dodge. You get the Awakening. If not, then it's like kind of whatever. But Asura being the highest non transform damage class because DA Awakening is busted. You get 2 combo points every time you use an Awakened DA. So now it just kills them like boom, and then hit that, boom again, hit that, boom again, hit that, boom again. Like if I'm actually hitting something, it'll be a lot faster than that. But it just comes down to non-transform damage is just OP, as well as the fact that procking Invis almost every hit that you do for Asura is very, very, very strong. Now the difference between Ranger and Asura is kind of like Asura breaks the mechanics of the bosses with Invis. So like if you guys do HT4, which it's actually too late for me to do it now, but like in HT4, you can break the mechanics of the boss with Invis, going Invis so often. But Ranger's upside is the huge shield they get from Fairy Arrow. Again, I don't know why I closed off Ranger, and that jump scares me again. Um, Ranger gets a 50. Does it not tell me how big the shield is? Damage. Heals allies and gains. I guess it doesn't tell you the shield size, but the fairy arrow is like a 50% shield, I believe, or something, which is huge for survivability. So if you're on like, if you want to do damage and you're not like you don't have as fast as an APM, like you can't consistently do like the DA combos as fast, or like you're just not. It's like tiring for you to do like the combos. I recommend playing Ranger for like a while because Ranger has a good shield for being tanky, has self heals, great damage, non-transform damage, so you'll be good in both APOC and Zode because you'll be able to do non-transform damage while also be able to doing decent transform damage with your transforms. While the transform damage is not the greatest. But the dragon self heal is also kind of clutch as well in different ways because you can keep your dragon alive better with the shield from Fairy Arrow, then you're going to be getting the warm metal shields. So over time, like with the warm up metals and all the non-transform and the transform damage resistance and like the non-transform being meta and like all that stuff, Ranger will be a good PvE class and Asura will be the best PvE damage class. And then over time, it'll change for a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys understand. Like, they're two sides of the same coin. Both have good non-transform damage, but Rangers, like, if you're slow APM, but you want to be tanky and live and self heal and be self-sufficient, you want to play Ranger. But if you're high APM, you're like, you can you probably need a tank or maybe need a healer support. Um, but you could have a high APM. You go invis a lot. You drop the aggro a lot with the invis and stuff like that. Then you can just play Asura. But otherwise, play Ranger, Arkham. Ranger and Asura are going to be the two best classes of like next year in RR, and that is why. But breaking bosses, tanking, healing, just fast APM, non-transform damage, self-sufficiency, that type of stuff. But thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.